phones here. Y'all be sure to share the video on your
Yes, ma'am.
social media where you can.
Always sharing and spreading the word.
Good.
I think Sherry's gonna, yeah.
Awesome.
And I did do the business review, so we have the link to our page also.
Good. Sound's working, just making sure. Okay. Well, all right, we have a few viewers. Do you have
Okay.
yours up?
I do.
Great. Well, welcome back to another WCN Live from the Wilson County News break room. I am your host, Kristen Weaver, Director of Operations here.
And I'm Brandy Hawkins, Customer Service Representative.
And you guys, introduce yourselves.
Sure. John Ulbricht with Wilson Community Health Center.
And I'm Dr. Zachary Abar, family medicine physician.
We're excited to have you with us today and look forward to our conversation today, where our subject is bringing affordable quality health care to rural Texas, and they have a lot to share with us. But first things, we would like to thank our sponsor, Price CDRJ. That's Price Chrysler Dodge Ram and Jeep here in Floresville. They're located on 181. You can shop for cars and careers, as well as a huge service department, so check them out. They've been a loyal sponsor of WCN Live, and we thank them and hope that you can call on them and give them some support. And let's see, the other thing, I know I didn't tell y'all we were doing this, but we do have a drawing. We're going to draw our comment contest winner. So every WCN Live, we ask you to just say hello, put your name in there, make a comment to our post while we're live, and your name will go into a drawing the next week. So this week we're drawing from last week's comments. If y'all would do us honors and pick
Please.
one.
Nicole Fretz.
Oh,
All right.
congratulations, Nicole. Yes, her husband, is it Rob?
Mhm.
Rob Fretz was on last week.
Game
That was a
warden.
fascinating conversation. Our Wilson County game warden.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, very timely topic,
I was
just
gonna
like
say.
our topic today is timely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I guess let's dive in.
All right.
And we'll start with our introductions. If you'd both kind of start again, tell us who you are and tell us a little about yourself, where you're from. Touch on that a little bit for us.
Start.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Dr. Zachary Abar. I'm from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And then I did my undergraduate training at Texas Tech University in Lubbock. And then I did my medical school at St. George's University, which I did my first 2 years of basic sciences in the small island of Grenada. And then I did all of my clinical rotations spread throughout New York, New Jersey, and a little bit in Florida before coming back to Texas to do my residency training at UT San Antonio. And so I'm glad to be back here in Texas.
Wow. That's great.
It's a lot of traveling.
A lot of traveling, but glad to be settling down.
Good.
Wonderful. And you?
And I'm John Ulbricht, and I'm the Development and Project Director for Wilson Community Health Center. So I've been actually with the health center for 2 years. Prior to that, I was in hospital administration, spent some time in Corpus Christi and Laredo, but blessed to be part of the community.
Yeah, I really hear that. You have this a community desire here, a community
ma'am.
drive for what you do.
Thank you.
So I guess let's go a little bit and touch on what each of you do with the Wilson Community Health Center here in Floresville.
Sure.
Okay.
Dr.
So I'm one of the primary care physicians, board certified in both family and community medicine. So my job as a physician is to take care of patients of all ages. And so I work at the Wilson Community Health Center here in Floresville.
Myself, as far as development project director, I get to do outreach and spend time just like this morning. So if there's any other organizations out there that would love to hear our story and receive information. And then from a project director standpoint, I was blessed to be the owner representative for the construction of the new center there on Veterans Drive.
Exciting.
Yes.
Good stuff. So, Dr. Abar, what actually brought you to Floresville?
So, I did my training in San Antonio, and when I was throughout my training, we serve, our main clinic is downtown, and we serve a population that it's actually the poorest zip code there in San Antonio. And so throughout residency, I was really motivated to, stay within the area and go to areas that are underserved and in need of physician care and access. And so when I was looking at different places, I just absolutely fell in love with Floresville, and just the community, people here, and I just saw that there was just a huge need for physician here. So it's a great town. My family's here, so I look forward to spreading the seeds and just growing the family here.
That's always great to hear. That really is. So what type of patients do you actually treat?
So I see all patients, all ages. My training from newborn care to geriatric care. I also do a lot of women's health. So whether it's routine well woman visits and exams, I do a lot of birth controls and Nexplanons, IUDs. We do a lot of the depot shots in clinic, as well as doing routine pap smears, postmenopausal hormone replacement therapy. So really a wide variety of different things that I bring to the clinic.
Sounds like it.
That's good.
Good. So what philosophy do you bring in treating your patients? What's your philosophy?
So my philosophy is really about looking at as not just patients but people. There's a lot of dynamic when it comes to taking care of patients. And so whenever I see somebody, it's not just they have hypertension, let me give them medication. It's really about understanding every aspect to the patient's care. So I go into the social history, different elements of where they live and their home environment, different psychological stressors. All these things impact someone's health. So I really sit down with my patient, really get to know them, and really just empower them to be involved in their own medical decisions and in their own care. And so it's really just about looking at the holistic approach to patient care and helping them achieve their health.
Sounds like you like to give your patients time.
Yeah.
To have those conversations.
Yeah. It takes time to really understand the patients, and so if need be, I have quick follow-ups with patients, just to address, all the concerns that they may have.
Right.
Our patient population, a lot of people don't have insurance. A lot of people haven't seen doctors in years. And so, sometimes it takes, more than one visit to really, find the root causes of what's going on and get them back to health.
Okay. Cool. So John, what services does Wilson Community Health Center provide?
Sure. Well, we're very blessed to have the new center there at Veterans Drive, and we provide primary care, and then we have behavioral health services, and then we have 2 dentists and a dental hygienist. So yeah, we're.
Just have to remind
Yes.
everybody.
Very important.
You've been seeing this in the Wilson County News. This is what we're talking about. Check it out, and you can see, like, in the ad before this, you really listed all those services in
Yes,
detail. It's like hard to believe that is there under one roof.
Correct.
Now we get to meet the faces as well, and the people.
And then the thing about it is, having them in one location
Yeah.
is that you can make the referral. So if Dr. Abar has a patient that needs behavioral health services, there's a counselor right there, or dental disease leads to primary care issues. So we're able to cover all the bases of primary care.
The full picture there.
Yes,
for
ma'am.
everybody.
We have great staff there, nursing, medical assistants, and then we have a lab there and clinic. So a lot of patients that we see, they need their sugars checked, cholesterol check. We're able to do that the same day in our clinic. They don't have to go and wait hours to see. So we really are an inclusive facility.
That's awesome.
How many under one roof? Because you mentioned nurses and labs.
Let's
What
see,
would that be?
just total employees. Let's see,
Oh.
5.
Made me think of that question. Sorry.
Probably about 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15, 20 probably employees.
So you may have kind of answered this already, but then what makes this environment unique?
Well, we are there's some misconceptions, actually,
Okay.
what we're not. I have to tell people, because a lot of people think that we are just here for the poor, and we're not. Or we're the county health clinic. We're not. Or we're a federal health clinic. We're not. We're a private 501c3, and we receive funding from the federal government, but also from private donors, and we treat everybody. So we treat those, and that's our motto. We serve everyone. So doesn't matter if you don't have a dime to your name or you have the best insurance in the world. So we're all inclusive, and for those that do not have insurance, we base it off of what we call a sliding scale. So based on income and family size, we determine what what the payment will be for services. And if you can't afford anything, it's nothing. So, and we also, for those that are on the market exchange or Obamacare, so, and folks that have the very high co-pays and deductibles and I was there before that you're paying $800 a month for insurance, and your copay is $1,000, and your deductibles $5,000.
Right.
We also work with those folks to help. Other unique thing for the veterans that are out there, we're part of the VA Community Network. So you can have your primary care services here in Floresville, and you don't have to travel to San Antonio. So you receive an initial referral from the VA, and then Dr. Abar could become your primary care doctor.
Wow.
And then you don't have to worry about traveling. And so we will assist with you and to help you. So veterans, thank you for your service, but we're also here to serve you here at Wilson Community Health Center.
Wonderful.
Another thing that makes us unique, we have a discount pharmacy. And it's a program it's on maintenance medications. And it's easy for me to say, but when I've gone out and presented at other places, everywhere I go, I've had a testimonial. But probably the most powerful one, I had a lady that said, "Yeah, I'm a patient for your health center. I was paying $3,000 a month for my medications. I became a patient of the health center, and now I get a 3-month supply for $20."
Oh my goodness.
Now that's a game changer.
Yes. Yeah.
So once you're an established patient and you work with your physician in regards to what medications are right for you, we're able to help hopefully lower those costs for those medications.
Well, I'm glad you explained all of that, because honestly, it does hit you that way when you hear, well, we serve all patients. You don't have to have insurance. It just in the back of your mind, you want to kind of go there, well, I guess then I don't count if I have insurance, So
Yeah.
I'm really glad that you spelled that out. You're saying you serve everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
And
I've had personal friends that says, even during the pandemic, when everybody said, well, I didn't think, I felt guilty going there. And it's like,
Exactly.
no.
There's something about that.
So it is truly, that's where I get my health care. So, we all, we have to support our local community health centers, and so please, again, everybody is welcome at Wilson Community Health Center.
That's really nice. And I can see why you're so excited, or your enthusiasm,
Yeah.
it's so real
Yes,
for what
ma'am.
you're
No,
doing.
thank you.
You believe in it. And
Yes,
I can see why. So tell us how long has the center been in the community and at the current location? You were actually here a little before that, right?
Yes, ma'am. So
Okay.
we've been here since 2007.
That's right.
So folks, you maybe remember it, yeah. And it goes back to, and it's a story also about Floresville. So our CEO, Monty Small, his vision, and at that time, as Dr. Abar shared in regards to looking at communities of need, he was looking at different places to put health centers. And at that time, what we call an access grant, which allows us to get access to grant funding, he was looking at different counties, and actually he was looking at another county, and lo and behold, to his surprise, Wilson County came up as one of the poorest counties back in 2007.
Yeah.
So that's what brought us to us originally. And we were again, since 2007, we just celebrated our anniversary at the new location in August. And it was working with, I think, going back to 2012, and I may be mistaken, or 15, that he approached Floresville Economic Development Corporation. And we were it actually goes back to when the bereavement center, they were doing the groundbreaking for that. And Monty met with them and they said, well, hey, how about this piece of land? And they were able to sell it to a very, very nice price.
Right.
So we're at the current location, and Dr. Abar is here today due to the Floresville Economic Development Corporation. So,
Wow.
and I actually, I challenge other communities that I work in that if you want an example of economic development, you need to go to Floresville and you need to see what's going on there.
That is so great.
So it is a very powerful story,
Yeah.
and we've been able to grow with the community
Mm-hmm.
and to meet the needs for everybody.
Yeah. Thank you for taking us back through those steps.
Yes,
that
ma'am.
really tells the picture. Yeah. So back to you, Dr. Abar. What other providers does the health center have treating patients? We mentioned, touched on it.
Yeah,
but-
so this is today's paper.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we have a list of all of our providers, including myself. So I'm one of the medical doctors there, and we have two dentists, Dr. Irish and Dr. Richards. And then also with me is Yomara. She's one of our nurse practitioners. And then we have a pediatric physician associate, Jordan, who's there as well. And then Susan, everyone loves Susan. She's our counselor, does a lot of our behavioral health. And then Cindy's our dental hygienist there. So we have a very friendly, very hardworking staff.
Yeah. I'm excited to help the community. It's going to do well. Do you have any special plans then, John, or events that are coming up?
Well, actually, the
Know
biggest
about?
event is Dr. Abar
Yeah.
just joining us. So that, but also, it is we have the new variant of the COVID, and so we actually should this week be getting the new vaccine in, and then also it's flu season, guys. So protect yourself. We're also, I think we've got our first shipment for flu vaccines came in this week. So please come by and get vaccinated. October 21st in Stockdale, we're going to participate in what they call a resource fair. So here in Floresville, we have an interagency council that we meet, and we bring all the different agencies together that we collaborate to what we, from a healthcare standpoint, we call the social determinants of health. Just as Dr. Abar shared with you, it's just not a medical part. It's if you can't afford rent and you can't get food, and so what these agencies do, we meet once a month, and to hopefully help the citizens in our community of need. So Stockdale asked for us to come out. So October 21st, I do believe it's from 9 to 12. We'll be participating at the junior high there in Stockdale at their resource fair.
Great. Well, hopefully we can have a little more information about that in an upcoming newspaper. Have to get
Yes,
that
ma'am.
on our community calendar as well.
Absolutely.
And I don't think, let's go ahead and I guess this is a good time to spell out where we can learn more information about the Wilson Community Health Center and where to keep up with future developments, and also again, exactly the address where you're located.
Yes, ma'am. So where we're located is 100 Veterans Drive, right in front of the Veterans Home. So Frank Tejeda Veterans Home, right. Most people post office. So you go to the post office, we're right across the street from the post office. So if you want to come by and just check it out, please do. Anna Garza Keen is our practice manager for the location. So she would love to show you around. Also, if you want to reach out to me, I would love again to share our story and what we have going on there at Wilson Community Health Center. If you want to, from a social media standpoint, our website is atascosahealthcenter.org. And so atascosahealthcenter.org, and that gives you information about our whole primary health system. And then you can follow us on Facebook. So it's Atascosa Health. So just put that in there.
Okay.
And I think we're going to link up with you all. So with our Facebook page here. Yeah. So,
Absolutely.
but again, the more information that we can get out to our community to let you know that we're here to serve you all for your primary healthcare needs, behavioral healthcare needs, and dental needs here in Floresville, but all of Wilson County and surrounding communities.
Right, that's important. Very good information. I really appreciate you coming.
Thank
to
you.
Explain all of that to us, and remind us again what these services mean to our community. Really excited that you're here.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Happy to be here.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you thought?
The question that was asked by Elaine was one that you had answered about how they're different
How
from
it's
other
different,
clinics.
Yeah, from other medical practices. So, yeah, be sure to go back if you were just joining us, or if you see this video later, be sure and watch the whole thing. You get a really good rundown for what this center brings to our community,
Yes.
what it's brought, and the growth, and where it's led us to today. A very good conversation. Really enjoyed this.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, if in the last few minutes while we're still live, remember to post a comment so you'll be entered in our drawing next week. Again, we had with us today John Ulbricht and Dr. Zachary Abar
Yes.
with the Wilson Community Health Center here in Floresville, located on Veterans Drive. That's near the post office, if you know where that is. There's a lot happening in that area now, so it's really a place to be aware of. Check it out. And they truly welcome all patients,
Yes,
whether
ma'am.
you have insurance or not. And it's all encompassed with all the services that you could possibly need.
That's a lot.
I can't imagine I'm going to have to just see this building and see how this all fits in there.
It's real. It's
If you have time, we'll go over there right after this interview.
Yes, I have some ideas for you
Thank
too
you.
on,
Yes,
on
ma'am.
where you could be a good speaker
Thank
in the
you.
community also.
Thank
We want to again thank our sponsor, Chrysler Dodge Ram and Jeep here in Floresville. You can find them online at www.pricecdrj.com. Visit them here in Floresville. Their dealership is pretty amazing. They opened this year. They've been a loyal sponsor to the WCN Live. You'll also find their ad every other week in the Wilson County News. You can shop careers, cars, services, everything you need there, and they're great people, so give them a shout out. Yeah. And I guess that is it. We will close this conversation and look forward to seeing everybody next Wednesday. To please join us again here from the Wilson County News at 10 o'clock. See you then.
you all. Have a blessed day.
Coming.
Thank you.